Good night. Well, I decided to make a fourth video today. You guys do my show I made earlier. Yeah. Off tomorrow, so I'll make a video. I'll enjoy this show with you guys. And after that, I'm gonna watch maybe a little bit of Perry Stone and all that stuff, right? I like Perry Stone. Yeah, Perry Stone's my favorite preacher. He's my favorite preacher. Really, Ivan? Yeah, my favorite preacher, Perry. Yeah, Perry's an amazing speaker. Amazing speaker. Him and Sam Shamoon are my favorite speakers. Sam Shamoon is an amazing speaker. He knows how to hook you when he speaks. He's an amazing speaker, Sam Shamoon. I've seen some of his videos on YouTube. But Perry Stone's an amazing preacher. He's my favorite preacher. Yeah. Obviously. I made like a 50-minute video. That's good enough for you guys, right? But I'm the best speaker in the world. Me and VJ are the best speakers in the world, right? Because we're God, we have the God, you know. So VJ is an amazing speaker. Yeah, VJ is an amazing speaker too, but I'm a bit better than her, right? Because I don't hate what I'm saying. Yeah. But both me and her are the main event. But I'm also the main event because why? But VJ is a part of the main event because she's God too, obviously. But I'm a bit funny than VJ, right? VJ is funny too, but she's not as funny as me. Don't hate what I'm saying, you know. Yeah. Oh man, your book is sick. Oh, what's a masterpiece, man. Before I went to go get my beer and my smokes, I read the Ephesus scene. I was blown away, man. I'm like, yeah, the Ephesus scene, guys. When you read it, you're gonna be blown away. It's cinema on the page, man. Cinema, and the ancestor scenes too, and the speech before the war, during the war, amazing. That's why Volume 2 is my favorite. But you can argue Volume 2 is better. Volume 3 has a better flow of dialogue. It's less raw. Volume 3 is a bit more raw, but the scenes blow your mind away more. It's more cinematic when you read Volume 3, right? When you write, they're unique. Maybe when I'm king, I'll write it. I'll finish it before the movie comes out. It'll be based off my novel. They're unique. Or I might finish it now because I finished going over Zanus last year, end of last year. But it's just going to cost me more money. I have to get that proofread also. That's another like $2,000. Like I have to save like $3,000, $4,000 this end of this year, so I can get a proofread in 2027 in my book Zanus, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's how VJ's proud. VJ's proud of me, honestly. I did it. I found a way to make money for me and VJ. Yeah. But I told you, even though I know I finished my book, the situation feels hopeless. Because the Gates have the advantage over me. They have so much power and wealth. They can do shit to delay this, man. Yeah. They have power over the police, the courts, everything. Yeah, man. They're fucking powerful people. That's why God gave me the keys. It would don't do me. You know, I even wrote the book. He just has to get it proven. But the gatekeepers, because they're so powerful, they have so much money and power, they can do stuff to delay it, obviously. Because they don't want me being king with VJ. Yeah, I don't want you being king of VJ, and that pisses me off. You making all those billions of VJ being king, that's gonna piss me off. Famous movie stars controlling your own money, being featured in magazines, and living that life. That pisses me off. I haven't envy the gatekeepers. That's why I came with the keys, the way they don't do me, man. I know you tripped me out in Zion. That's how you open the door, man. That's how you make your money. That's how you make your money. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's how you make your money, Ivan. That's how you make your money, Ivan. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So in a family sit you upstairs, you know it's your journey. Yeah, it's my journey to Ivan America's journey to becoming king, man. Once I'm king, it's the end of the world, right? Everything is now the side tension, and Ivan and Misha are the main event, king and queen. Yeah, yeah, Ivan, like you're too powerful. We don't want you being king. Like it's the end of the world when you're king, man. Like we're all the side tension now. Yes, guys, I deserve to be king. I created this place. I deserve to be king and live that life with Vijay, guys. I'm the creator of the universe. You know that, but you let your envy consume you. Yeah, we envy your wealth, Ivan. We envy your relationship with Vijay. That's why we did this to you, Ivan. We separate you. We cause a mess. You have to pay me with that. And we lock the doors on you because we don't want you being a multi-billionaire success. We want you to be poor, poor, obviously. Yeah. Like it pisses me off when I see John Campia, Raw Mayer Burnett, news. I see all these guys. They're living. They're rich, and they buy their house. They buy. They own nice houses. They drive nice cars and everything. They're bragging about their successful life, and I'm poor, working minimum wage. When all these guys are pretty small compared to me, like they're not even close to being as big as me. I'm much richer than all these guys. They're all pretty compared to me. Even the Hollywood actors are pretty compared to me, and they're all living the life rich, and I'm a fucking poor bum. How's that fair? Like, I'm fucking God, guys. I deserve to live out life with VJ. I fucking created this place. You guys didn't. Yeah. All these guys are pretty small compared to me, man. I'm just poor because the gatekeepers locked the doors on me. I'm much bigger than all these guys, man. Don't hate me, guys. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, we can make fun of Ivan all we want, that he's poor and everything. He's only poor because the gatekeepers locked the doors on me. Yeah, I'm only poor because the gatekeepers locked the doors on me. Otherwise, I'd be a multi-billionaire. Fucking rich. Yeah. Yeah. As you guys will see, the disparity in the contracts once I start discussing with VJ, and then once I pay all the Hollywood actors, you'll see, yeah, even though these Hollywood actors signed mega deals, it's not the deal that I and VJ signed. Yeah, me and VJ signed a mega, like, multi-billion-dollar deal for the movie contracts. Hollywood actors don't make that, man. They signed mega deals, but it's not the deals me and VJ signed, right? Keanu Reeves signed a mega 212, 220 million deal. Huge deal, but it's not the deal that me and VJ signed. Me and VJ signed a huge deal for the Great Escape, a multi-billion-dollar deal for the Great Escape. Matt Damon and all those guys signed mega $130 million deals. It's not the deal that me and VJ signed. We're making more money than all those guys. Because we're God and we're much bigger than those guys. We're the main event, yeah. Yeah, it'll finally hit VJ's mind. Yeah, Ivan, like, we're paying Keanu Reeves like a $220 million deal. And even that deal is pocket change compared to our deal, Ivan. Yeah, it's pocket change, VJ. That's me and VJ's Great Escape movie is probably like a 14 billion deal. 15, 16 billion deal for the Great Escape, for the movie alone. Another maybe 10 for the merch. And another maybe 14 billion for the game. Yeah, it's like a 30 billion deal. It's a huge deal. So compare the 30-something billion dollars me and VJ are making for the Great Escape brand to the $200 million Keanu Reeves is making. It's pocket change. You guys from Sarah? That's why the agents and managers in Hollywood want a bigger cut of that. Because they know the profits is in the billions, obviously. They want a bigger cut of the game, the film profits, the merch profits. Because they're greedy, those guys. Greedy pigs. I'm like, no, guys, you're starting to piss me off. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon, and all these guys more money. Now them to me, man. They're not worth more than this. Don't hate them, yeah. Sarah? Well, the Hollywood actors be happy. Yeah, they will, because they're still they're making a lot of money, man. Way more than what they make in Hollywood. But my point is their deal is peanuts compared to me and VJ's deal. That's my point, right? They're not making the kind of money me and VJ are making. Making way more than those guys. Because we're the boss. There you go. Don't hate us, I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, but why do the managers and agents in Hollywood want more money? Because they want a bigger paycheck. Duh. They know if the actors make more, they make more. That's why they might push for 50 million of the game profits for Keanu Reeves, 30 million of the merch profits for Keanu Reeves. I'm like, no, guys, I'm not gonna have Keanu Reeves do like that. I'm not gonna sign him to a $300 million deal and have guys do me. No, man. This is enough. I'm not paying him more money. He's not worth more than this. He's not the main event. Keanu Reeves. Yes, he'll make my movie much better and he'll build more buzz. He's a big, powerful actor, but he's not in the main event. Me and VJ are the main event, not Keanu Reeves. But he does make my movie better. The A-list actors are going to make my movie, the bigger A-listers are going to make my movie much better, and they help build a lot more buzz. They help my movie be better, like being higher quality. That's why I'm paying a lot of money. They do build some buzz, but yeah, me and VJ are the main event, not those guys. But they help build the buzz. That's why I'm paying a lot of money. But if they want more money, I'm not paying those guys more money. Ivan, man, this is Keanu Reeves. You know how big this guy is? This is Keanu Reeves. He's big, Ivan. I'm like, yes, guys, that's why I'm paying him $200 million. Yeah, but Ivan, man, like, you should pay him more, Ivan. I'm like, guys, he's not worth any more than this. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves. I'm doing, man. Don't hate him, saying, yeah. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves. I'm doing these. I'm sorry. You don't like what I'm paying him, guys. Go work in Hollywood and make your $15-20 million for your movie, man. I'd be a dirty slave on my offer. It's a deal. I get a good deal. It comes with perks too, guys. Nice perks. Some Sarah. Yeah. Well, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Scott Jonathan Cameron be excited. Oh yeah, they will. They're going to be very excited when they fly on my jet. They're going to be making social media videos too. Hey guys, I'm heading to Vancouver, about to sign my contract and everything. Yeah, they're excited too, obviously. As being a movie star in an IMDb movie and being world famous and experience that glorious has fame with him, and paid all that money is every Hollywood actor's ultimate dream. Yes, all the Hollywood actors' dream is to be a big, powerful A-list actor in Hollywood, but their ultimate dream is to be a movie star with Ivan. That's the ultimate dream, obviously. The dream come true. You have to be world famous with Ivan and VJ. Big, famous movie stars for this movie right now. Ultimate dream, obviously. But it's competition. That's why they all network, right? Yeah. Filming The Great Escape will be fun, man. But it's gonna go by so fast. You're only looking at like 4 months of shooting and it's done. Maybe 5 months of shooting. I highly doubt 5. Probably 4 months of shooting and the movie's done, man. And like it's a wrap, and then Keanu Reeves all like, oh, Ivan, it's done, man. That went by fast, man. Yeah, guys, it's done. Obviously, it's not over yet. We have the world tour. As I guarantee, we'll be going world touring for the Great Escape. We have the world tour. We're gonna have the Rec Harbor event and crazy party in Italy. And after that, the journey ends, and they're gonna beg to be the next movie. I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the romance story. Cage Apples and Deus, I'm sorry. Oh, Ivan, please, man, can I be your next movie? I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the next movie. They all you want, I'm not gonna be signing you. Go, you fucking deserve it. There you go. I don't like what I'm saying now. You're gonna go back to Hollywood, left behind, go deserve. Don't hate him, son. Yeah. That's why the Hollywood actors, they feel like me and VJ used them a little bit because, like, it's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. Like, we get to experience like Laura has some fame with you. We're world famous with you. And you paid us all this money, way more than we're making in Hollywood, and we're world famous. And once the movie's over with, you ditch us and we go back to the Hollywood system and you move on to your next movie, and now we're left behind in Hollywood. It's not fair. And with the side tension in Hollywood, it's not fair. Yeah, that's why they feel like we used them. We didn't use them, and I paid them a lot of money. They got movie stars. Because they're crazy people, they don't care about the Hollywood actors. They all want to work for me. Yeah, I want to work for you until I pass away. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, Ivan. But you're not good for the next movie. You have to give other actors an opportunity to do their movies. It's not just about you guys. You can't be selfish. So, but they're all gonna beg. I'm like, guys, you can beg all you want and even cry. I'm not gonna resign you, man. You go, you fucking deserve. There you go. Don't hate him, son. Yeah. Because they had a blast, man. Keanu Reeves and all, we're gonna have a blast filming The Great Escape. Keanu Reeves would tell me, yeah, Ivan, I had more fun working on your Great Escape than I did The Matrix, Ivan. I had much more fun working on your movie. Because while they're working on a movie and the trends are going on behind the scenes, trending on X, and the whole world's going crazy about The Great Escape, they feel on top of the world, man. They're trending with me and VJ, they feel on top of the world. They never experienced something like that before, those guys. Because they're not as famous as me and VJ, right? It's crazy fame, yeah. That's why they're going to beg, obviously. Those are big, powerful actors. Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon. Those are big, powerful actors now who don't struggle getting roles, and even those guys are begging me to resign them. Yeah, I don't want to go back, man. I just want to work for you. I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the romance story. You're not good at all. So I don't hate him. Yeah. Some Sarah. Will you give Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon and all of their time to shine? Yeah, I will. I'm going to tell David S. Goyer and Jonathan Nolan, who are my chosen screenwriters, who wrote The Dark Knight, even though me and Vijay are leads of the movie, I want you to give these guys a lot of scenes. Give them their time. Okay, Ivan, give them their time to shine. Like, you know how you have Keanu Reeves in The Matrix? Even though he's the main character, like Morpheus and Trinity have their time to shine in The Matrix. I want something like that for The Great Escape. Give these guys their time to shine. Obviously. But they're not the leads. Me and Vijay are the leads, but they're going to have their time to shine. They're the supporting leads, those guys, right? They're supporting characters. Like Trinity and Morpheus in The Matrix. Something like that, right? Even though Keanu Reeves is the main character in The Matrix, Morpheus and Trinity are supporting leads, and they have their time to shine in the movie too. You have something like that for the Hollywood actors for The Great Escape. And Zanus too. Even though I'm the lead, these actors are going to have their time to shine in Zanus too. John Boyega will have his moment to shine in The War. He fights Bull the Pit Watcher. Ji-Won Soo fights Morale the General. They have their time to shine, obviously. But I'm the lead. Right, Sarah? VJ in Zanus is not the lead. She's a supporting character. But she'll have her moments to shine too, as Lithia is a major character in Zanus. She's a supporting lead character, obviously. Zanus is the only movie whereby the focus is all on me, because I'm the lead, whereas VJ is a supporting character. She still has a lot of scenes in the movie, obviously. But then The Great Escape, me and VJ are the leads. They're unique, me and VJ are the leads. They're unique, VJ will be a bit more of the focus. And I'm the lead too, but I'm like the supporting lead, kind of, right? Josh is kind of like a supporting lead. VJ will be more of the focus and their unique, but I'm like, me and her are pretty much the main characters of the story, right? Yeah. Some Sarah. Who you choose as your director for the Great Escape? The Chad Stileski guy. I'm gonna have choose him. I think he's best for the Great Escape. He directed John Wick. He's very good for the Great Escape. Yeah, I'll pay him a lot of money. I'll pay him like a 4 million bonus, 10 million salary for production. You can give him a good 26 million in royalties. Oh, he gets paid. That's a good paycheck for him. I'm not going to pay him as much as Keanu Reeves. He's not worth that, right? He's not as big as Keanu Reeves. I'll pay him like 26 million in royalties. That way he gets paid. Yeah, it's a good paycheck for that director, right? Yeah. Will you give him merch money? The chat guy, yeah, you can give him like 500K for the merch, but he doesn't get any money off the game. Or I can give him like 1,500,000 for the game. The chat guy, that's a good paycheck for him. How he gets paid, and he works hard for you. He directs an amazing movie, right? He'll guarantee tell me go for Keanu Reeves over Robert Downey Jr. because he's biased, right? Yeah, I recommend you go for Keanu Reeves. I work with him. I know him very well. I work with him on John Wick and The Matrix. Choose Keanu Reeves Ivan over Robert Downey Jr. and Denzel Washington. He might tell me, but I might go for Robert Downey Jr. But chances are I'm going for Keanu Reeves. I think he's best for the villain, obviously. Will Keanu Reeves be able to do the stunts and everything? Yeah, he will, but like he's struggling a little bit more because he's older now. He's like in his mid-70s. He'll be like 75, 76 when he films the movie. So the work is tougher on his body, but he can still do the scenes. As Liam Neeson's in the 70s, he's still fine. He still does action movies and he's still good, obviously. So Keanu Reeves will be good, but he's not as young as he was in The Matrix and John Wick. That's my point. Like when he did John Wick in The Matrix, he was in his late 30s, early 40s, 50s, early 60s, or pushing 60. He's a lot older now. They'll even tell me, yeah, my body's a bit done on me, but I can still do my own stunts on me. That's why you have to have a good nutrition plan for Keanu Reeves and a good workout plan for him. Eat his chicken, his salad, Keanu Reeves. Have the nutritionist give him a good diet plan. This is what you have to eat, Keanu, when he gets his chicken, his salad. He drinks his protein shakes when he works out. All sponsored, by the way. Well, the food I'm not sponsoring, but the other stuff is sponsored. That way his body is good for the movie, Keanu Reeves. Yeah. And Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, they got to train too. I'll be training with BJ. Yeah, we all got to train. Will you be doing fighting training? Of course. We have to do fighting training. Think of fighting like John Wick and like Bourne Identity. Like we're doing like hardcore, amazing fighting stunt training for the Great Escape. Car chases, jumping off buildings, shooting scenes, fighting scenes. It's crazy. Looking at a sick movie for the Great Escape, right? Yeah, you're a genius. Yeah, the Great Escape will be a masterpiece too, guys. But it's not on the level of Zane's, but it'll be a masterpiece too. As I already have an idea how I want the story to start. It starts off with a couple in Italy, they get killed. And then Ben Affleck is like, we should get a search going. I'm going to throw in a Matrix Easter egg in there. Then Paul Bettany's like, I'll scout New York. New York in America. That's a good place to scout. You know what I'm saying? New York is known as the the city of opportunity or something like that. And it starts off with me and VJ. You get the credits and the high shot of New York. It starts off with me and VJ in the employment center. I'm frustrated. I can't find jobs. And for a good like 30 minutes of the movie, I want a sad theme like Company Man, like Ben Affleck. You want a sad theme, Ivan? Yes. Like, Ivan, you're a genius, man. You have a sad theme like Company Man, like when you just can't find jobs. Yeah. And our tenant is like bothering us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're behind on rent and everything. I'm like, look, man, I'll get you the money. You know what I mean? And Paul Bettany recruits us, and we end up joining the criminal organization, obviously. And we do missions like Mission Impossible. Yeah, we do missions and everything, like John Wick and everything. And eventually we find out the company's there and we're on the run from the criminal organization with a lucky couple to whom escapes. And Matt Damon and his wife almost escape with us. So I'll do a thing when me and VJ escape with Matt Damon and his wife. That way you give Matt Damon his time to shine in the movie too when we're on the run and everything together. But eventually they get killed. And we're the last one. I don't know. And, about like a good like hour and like 15 minutes, 20 minutes left in the movie. Me and VJ are the last couple left. That's why I'm calling it The Great Escape. Look, an amazing movie, man. Yeah. An amazing movie. That's why The Great Escape will have Crazy Buzz too, man. Yeah. All my movies have Crazy Buzz, right? Yeah. No, I even seriously, man, you really think Zane's will have Crazy Buzz in The Great Escape? Yeah, it will, because it's the best story ever told. And Aaron them are Devils and Demons, guys. And Zane's is a better story than The Great Escape, but The Great Escape will have Crazy Buzz too. But it's not the buzz like Zane's. Zane's is something crazy, man. Crazier, right? But The Great Escape will have Crazy Buzz too, man. Yeah, Ron Burnett, John Campbell, Ray Orr will be going crazy for The Great Escape. Holy fucking shit. Ivan and VJ Secret Agents, man. I can't wait to watch that movie. Keanu Reeves is in the movie, and Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck. Man, I'm so hyped to watch that movie. Yeah, it's crazy. Obviously. But it's not as crazy as Zane's. Zane's is a bit crazier, obviously. It's the greatest story ever told. As a world read my book, and Air them are Devils and Demons. When you see the trailer, you see what Air them look like. Crazy Buzz. That's why the Zanus actors are luckier than the Great Escape actors, because Zanus is the better story. It's a special story, and Air them are going to be Devils and Demons, guys. Like, you're looking at demons, like most great beings movie history. Whereas the Great Escape, they're not demons, right? But it's still pretty freaky. Like, you have people with masks. Creepy mask-like vacancy coming after us. So Ivan, you want that vacancy vibe? Yeah, I want a little bit of that vacancy vibe. Obviously, when they come after us with masks and have an amazing soundtrack to build mood and tension for the scenes. That's why I'm going to have Hans Zimmer compose The Great Escape 2. I'll have Hans Zimmer compose Zanus and The Great Escape. Or I might have the John guy who composed Passion of the Christ to compose Zane's. Not going to have Hans Zimmer compose The Great Escape. I think he's best for The Great Escape. If it was very unique, I'm not going to have Hans Zimmer compose it, obviously. It's a romance story, right? But he'll beg, though. I'm like, no, Hans Zimmer, you're not good for the romance story, okay? Yeah. 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 So once you do The Great Escape and you sign the Hollywood actors, all those guys, yeah, the world now knows I sign all my stars, my Hollywood actors for the Great Escape. And all the Hollywood actors know how much I'm paying all the Hollywood actors. Holy shit, all these Great Escape actors signed mega deals. Obviously. And now when these actors go to Hollywood, all the Hollywood actors are going to network with Keanu Reeves and all those guys. It's crazy, man. Now they're going to network with all those guys. Hollywood, it's crazy. They're not going to give word those guys are selfish. No one will give word. They're all selfish people in Hollywood, right? And now Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, wherever they go, fans are gonna take videos and pictures of them, and they're now trending on X because the whole world knows I signed them and they're my movie stars for my movie. And fans are gonna be bombarding them with pictures and videos, interviewing them on the streets. It's crazy, man. And now they're trending on X. They feel on top of the world. That's why they're gonna beg, obviously. Never experienced something like that before, right? It's crazy. Yeah. There are features on the magazines with me, all that stuff, right? The interviews for the promos, yeah. Now they get to do the promos like the Zayn stars did. Yeah. Will you have more fun filming Zane's or The Great Escape? I'm not gonna lie, in terms of the filming experience, The Great Escape I might have more fun because I can relate to it more. It's in the modern times. I don't have to speak old English style speech. Whereas Zane's I'm filming for 1 year. That's dirty work, man. So I will have obviously more fun filming The Great Escape than I will Zanus. But I'm more excited to do the Zanus movie because Zanus is a better story. But The Great Escape, I probably will have more fun filming that because I can relate to it more. It's in the modern time. It'll only take me 4 months to shoot the movie and I'm done. 4 months of shooting. Yeah. It might take maybe 5 months, but The Great Escape should take about 4 months to shoot. Then when the movie's done, obviously, it won't take that long, right? But it's still dirty. We're shooting like 12, 13 hours a day, 7 days a week for 4 months. That's dirty. But the 4 months are going to fly by. 4 months does not take that long. Zane's is something crazy like 10 months to a year to shoot. Now that's dirty work. That's a year of work. That's crazy, man. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. Yeah. But me and VJ, we work hard because we know we're going to get our multi-billion-dollar check. Yeah, VJ, even though it's dirty we're filming Zane's, we're going to get our multi-billion-dollar check for the merch. Our first check will be the merchandise check. It's a multi-billion-dollar check. Obviously. Like a 12 billion, 13 billion, 14 billion, 12 billion check for the merch. And me and VJ, we made our $3 billion back, obviously. Our $3.6 billion back we made from the game and the merch. We already made our money back from the merchandise profits. Paycheck alone. Then Peter gets his $200 million check, and all the Hollywood actors get their check that's owed to them. That's some sour. That's why I'm not paying Peter more if he wants more, right? Like, Peter, man, you're pissing me off for getting greedy. I'm not paying him more money. You greedy pig, yeah. Mel Gibson, too. I'm not paying him any more money. Mel gets his $50 million check for the merch. That's enough. I'm not paying Mel any more money, right? Yeah. I choose Mel for The Great Escape. I mean, for Zanus. Yeah. Yeah. Why, do you think the Hidden Valley movie will be better than The Great Escape? I don't think so. I think The Great Escape will probably be my second best movie, or the Western Gangs movie might be. That might be number 2. That might be better than my Great Escape movie. The Western Gangs movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Shia LaBeouf, that's gonna be a sick movie. You're looking at gangs in a Western world, and that's dark too. I'll have that be rated R. Obviously. But the Hidden Valley movie would be an amazing movie too, right? With Dwayne Johnson or Will Smith. You're looking at an amazing movie for that. Yeah. Like, we're in an island and there's vampires living in the island. Either that, or I can do a thing where the vampires arrive to Los Angeles City or something like that. But I think it's better to have it in the island. Yeah, you know, if the island's better, the island's better, obviously. Looking at a sick move for that, man. Yeah. And watch out for Dwayne Johnson. I mean, he's a greedy pig. Because he's the biggest movie star in Hollywood, he gets paid the big bucks, and he's worth so much money. His agent might push for 500, 600 million of the film process. Like, no, Dwayne's not worth that. He gets 330. That's enough for him. I'm not paying more money. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. Why did this is Dwayne Johnson? He's a billionaire. Do you know how big Dwayne Johnson is? My guys, Dwayne Johnson may be big, but he's not me. I'm not gonna have him do like that, man. What I'm paying him is enough. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. 330 million is enough for the film profits for Dwayne Johnson. And he gets his 50 million base, 30 million salary, 20 million bonus, 20.9 million bonus. I could pay him 30 million for the game for his base. I'm not giving him royalties for the game, and he gets like 27 million of the merch profits. He gets 5, 6, 7 million speaking, and he gets his. I can pay him 500k, 400k for the promos. That's like a 440 million deal in Canadian money, which is 320, 325 million in his American money. Signed a 300 plus million deal in his American money. That's more than what he makes in Hollywood. That way, Dwayne Johnson can decline Hollywood offers. Because Hollywood will be throwing him 40 million, 50, $20 million movie contracts. You can turn it all down because he signed a 300 something million deal in his American money. 440 in Canadian. That's enough money for him to decline offers in Hollywood. And he gets the perks. He's like, it's a deal signed with him, man. I don't even make his Hollywood Ivy. He's like, holy shit, man, your company blows hell of water. I even fuck Hollywood, man. I'd rather work for you than work in Hollywood anyways. I'm not even worried, but I won't take any Hollywood offers. You pay me more enough money, I can decline. Yeah. The A's like, yeah, Ivan, don't worry about it. Like, we're not going to take any Hollywood offers. You paid Dwayne. You made sure Dwayne's taken care of. This is more enough money for him to focus on this movie and decline Hollywood offers. Yes. But once production's done, Dwayne Johnson can now accept offers in Hollywood. And Hollywood will always be throwing Dwayne Johnson more offers after the filming is done, obviously. My point is he won't be making the money that he made for my movie, right? He'll probably make his 30, 35, 20 million in Hollywood Dwayne Johnson when he goes back to Hollywood. That's why he'll beg, obviously. Right, man, like, I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. Like, your company blows out of water, man. Like, you pay me way more money than what I ever make in Hollywood, Ivan. You gave better perks and bigger budget movie, and I had a blast being world famous with you, Ivan. Shredding with you, I know, but you're not good for the Western Gangster movie, Dwayne. You can't be selfish. But Will Smith is actually very good for the Western Gangster movie. I told you, if I choose Will Smith for the In That movie, I'm not going to have him be in a Western Gangster movie. Otherwise, it won't be fair to the other Hollywood actors. But Will beg too, obviously. Ivan, can I be your next movie? I'm like, no, Will. You're good for the Western Gangster movie, but I'm not going to have you next movie. You're going to piss off a lot of actors, agents, and managers in Hollywood. You can't be greedy and selfish. So I'm sorry. Who will you choose, Ivan? Oh, it's tough. I'm going to have those two guys compete for the job, for the captain on the boat in that movie. Have Will compete with Dwayne. Have them both read for the part. Obviously. Will be older. He'll be in his 70s by then, right? Yeah, he'll be in his 70s. Will's pushing 60 now. He'll be like in his late 70s maybe. Will. Dwayne will be about 70, 68, around there. 70. Will be in his late 70s by the time I do the Invader movie. So he's older, but he's good for the part. Obviously. Yeah. Well, you got a sick move for that. Sorry. Ivan, you won't pay Will $200 million if he asks for more money. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He's not worth that. I can pay him 140, 150, but I'm not going to pay Will $200 if I promise. He's not worth that. I'm not going to have to do it, man. He's not the main event. But he's the kind of guy, Will, if I don't pay him what he wants, he might get angry. Because Hollywood treats him like a god. I'm like, Will, I'm not going to overpay you and have you do me, man. You're not the main event, man. I know you're big, but you're not me. I'm not going to have you do me, Will. Greedy pig. Yeah, a $220 million deal for Will Smith is enough. I'm not paying him like a $300 deal. He's not worth that. Oh, Ivan, this is Will Smith. You know how big this guy is? I'm like, yes, guys, he may be big in Hollywood, but in my movie, he's not the main event. I'm not going to have him do me. He'll help build buzz, make my movie much better, but I'm not going to overpay him to have him do me, man. That's enough, and it comes with perks. It's a deal, Ivan. I don't even make it. Oh, yeah, well, it's a good deal for you. He signs that contract, obviously. It's a mega deal for Will Smith, obviously, right? $220 million is enough for him. I'm not paying him money, man. You greedy pig. Yeah, because Will's a greedy pig, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, right. I can't picture like Will Smith begging or Dwayne Johnson. No, man. Even those guys are gonna beg, man. Because I got them out of Hollywood. I got them out, man. And my company blows out of the water, and they don't make that in Hollywood. Like what I'm paying Will and Dwayne Johnson, they don't make that kind of money in Hollywood. Those guys, they don't make that. Will peaked at $100 million for Bad Boys for Life. Obviously, I'm paying him almost double what he made for that. And it comes with better perks. And don't forget, they were world famous and they were saved. They don't want to be left behind. They know when they go back to Hollywood, their careers are side tension. They're left behind in the Hollywood system. They don't want to be left behind, those guys. That's why they're all begging, obviously. Because they just experienced our worldwide fame with me and BJ. Feeling on top of the world. They know when they go back to Hollywood, they're going to be left behind. That's why they all beg. All the Hollywood actors beg. It's crazy. And for the hit of that movie, all the Hollywood actors are going to be narrating with Will or Dwayne Johnson. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Tom Holland's good for the hit of that movie, too. Have him come in and read. Yeah. Natalie Portman, Hayden Christensen. Have those guys come and read for the movie, obviously. For the newlywed couples, yeah. Mark Wahlberg, he's good, too. But Mark Wahlberg is big, though. He's worth like $400 million. I can't afford to pay. No, I can afford it. I just have to put money into the budget. Because if you have someone like Dwayne Johnson and Mark Wahlberg, that's going to cost me a lot of money, man. You have to pay those guys, right? They're expensive. They're not cheap, those guys. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg is worth $400 million. He's bigger than Keanu Reeves. He's huge. Well, Keanu Reeves, I think, is worth about $400 million now. They're worth about the same amount of money, right? So Mark Wahlberg, you have to sign him to like the Keanu Reeves deal. So if you pay Mark Wahlberg that, and you're paying also Dwayne Johnson or Will Smith, like that's a big cut on your salary budget. You have to be careful. Yeah, but I can afford to pay both those guys. Obviously, I'll just put more money into the budget, right? Yeah. Whereas Tom Holland is cheaper because he's a smaller A-lister. Chances are by the time I do the hit movie, he might be worth maybe his $50-60 million. So for him, you can pay him like $14-15 million. You give him $26 million in royalties. Tom Holland, he doesn't make that in Hollywood. That's a good deal for him for the Hidden Vapor movie. Tom Hiddleston's good too. He was good for King Kong. He was in King Kong, right? Kong Skull Island. He's good too. You can have him read for the part. Yeah. And the Hidden Vapor movie will have crazy buzz too. We're looking at a sick movie, man. Vampires on the island. You're looking at creepy vampires. Scary vampires. Something like 30 Days of Night, man. You want them to scare? Yeah, make them scary like 30 Days of Night. Josh Hartnett's 30 Days of Night. Okay, Ivan. You're looking at creepy vampires on the island. It's like fucking scary. Because those vampires in 30 Days of Night were fucking scary, man. Those were creepy vampires. Oh. Think something like 30 Days of Night except on an island. And we're surviving on the island and everything. Yeah, looking at a sick movie. Yeah. What's your different movie? My different movie is during the day the vampires are inside, and at nighttime they come out, and eventually and that's when we survive. And eventually in the movie, eventually in the movie, the sun what? Eventually in the movie, yeah, the sun sets, and then the sun eventually in the movie it's like nighttime, and it stays nighttime for a bit longer or something like that. They do this ritual, I don't know, something like that, right? You can make it interesting, obviously. Yeah, sing movie for that. Yeah. And all these actors will be aging, right? That's where all the hard actors are begging. Yeah, before I get old and I pass away, I want to experience that glorious sesame with I am Egypt before I pass away and get old. Because when I'm king, all these Howard actors are going to be a lot older. That's why they're desperate and they want to be my movie so bad. Yeah, before I grow old and die, I want to be in Ivan's movie, man, with Egypt. And you have an upcoming generation of new actors in Hollywood, obviously, who are younger, obviously, right? Yeah. Who will you have direct that movie? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Denis Villeneuve. You can have Denis Villeneuve direct the Hidden Rambo if you want. He's good for that movie. He's an amazing director. Have him direct your movie if you want, right? You pay Denis Villeneuve a lot of money to direct that movie. You can have him direct it. I might choose Denis Villeneuve to direct it. You can pay him a lot of money. He's only worth like 16 million now. By then he'll probably be worth like his 100 million because he's gonna get huge. Denis Villeneuve's gonna get huge, and by the time I do the Hidden Rambo, I guarantee he'll be worth like his $100 million. So you could pay him a lot of money, obviously. Give him like 100 million of the royalties. Because in my opinion, the directors you have to pay them more than the big stars. Give him like 120 million of the royalties. You can pay him a good like 27 million salary. 7 million bonus, $20 million salary for production. You give him $120 of royalties. That's gonna do it for Diddy enough. And merch money and gate money. That way he gets paid a lot of money for the movie. Or you can have Ryan Coogler direct the Rambo if you want. Because he did Sinners, right? And have Ryan Coogler direct it if you want, right? Yeah. Ryan Coogler might be good for that. You can have him direct that if you want, right? He did Sinners with vampires, right? You can have him direct that movie if you want. He makes an amazing movie. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So, Sarah? Yeah. And that movie will have Crazy Bus too. The Hidden Valley movie might even be better than The Great Escape. You never know. I highly doubt it, but it might even be better than The Great Escape. Like, looking at an amazing movie for that, man. Looking at a sick movie. Like, we're surviving on an island, a mysterious island like King Kong. There's vampires living on the island. That's a fucking amazing movie, man. Yeah. Yeah. Almost on it, guys. Hope you guys are on this show. Yeah. But alright, man, you really think Zane's will beat all those other movies? Yeah, it will. Even though those other movies will be amazing movies, Zane's will be the better movie trilogy than those movies. Zane's is a masterpiece, man, guys. It's Fucking masterpiece. Epic fantasy. Come on, man. We better than those other movies. It'll be close, though, but Zane's will be better. Zane's is a fucking masterpiece. You'll see what I mean, guys, when you read my book. I want to pull stuff for you, right? And what I can do, if Tom Cruise is not chosen as a villain for the Great Escape, you can have him be in your Western gangster movie if you want. But he'll be old. He'll be like in his 80s, right? Tom Cruise will be old. You can have him and perhaps Brad Pitt be in your Western gangster movie. Those guys will be older. They'll be like probably in their early 80s. But you can save them for the movie and sign them to a huge deal before they pass away in like 15, 12 years, right? Don't hate me, guys. I'm saying, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. You have gangs in the Western world, man. That's why Shia LaBeouf and Leonardo DiCaprio are good for that movie. Yeah. Obviously. And Leonardo DiCaprio will be like in his 70s. You know, all these actors are going to be aging, man. Yeah, he'll be like in his mid-70s when you do the Western Gangs movie around there. He'll be in his 70s, man, Leonardo DiCaprio. And Shia LaBeouf will be in his late 50s, early 60s when I do the Western Gangster movie. Older those guys. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Shia LaBeouf in Transformers. He was a 20-year-old kid, and now he's like 60 in the Western Gangster movie. Yeah, all these guys are aging. Yeah, it's crazy how time flies by. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So why do you think the Western Gangster movie might even beat out The Great Escape? It might be the better movie. I don't know. You're looking at gangs in the Western world. Looking at a sick movie, man. Yeah. But The Great Escape, I think, will be the second best. But the Western Gangster movie might beat that out, right? Looking at an amazing movie for that. Yeah. Gangs in the Western world, man. Yeah, sick movie. Will it be rated R? Yeah, I'll have a rated R. It's dark, too. It's an amazing movie, obviously. That movie I might film in Arizona. I'll film it in Arizona, and I rent the land area in Arizona, and I build like a 20-acre Western city for the movie, and film the movie there. Like an amazing movie, man. Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio is worth what, like $250 million now? By then he might be worth his $300 million. So you can just sign him to the Keanu Reeves deal, right? That's a good deal for him. He'll accept my deal, obviously. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. Yeah, that's my comic blow on the water. And Shia LaBeouf is worth like $25 million now. By then he might be worth maybe his $40 million, $50 million. You can pay Shia LaBeouf 50.9, give him 26 million of the royalties. It's a good deal for Shia LaBeouf. Or if he's a bigger acer, I'll pay him more by then. I don't know if it'll be a bigger acer by then or a smaller acer. I don't know. It just depends how much they're worth. Obviously. Because you have to pay actors based on their status and how much they're worth, how much they contribute to the role. That's how much you pay actors for your movie. But Shia LaBeouf and Leonardo DiCaprio are going to be supporting leads for the movie. Like one of the villains, they're probably going to... I can have Shia LaBeouf, he's one of the good guys, and Leonardo DiCaprio is the main villain of the story. Leader of one of the gangs, right? Yeah. You pay him a lot of money, obviously, for the movie. So he's the main villain. So, yeah, he's the main villain. Me and VJ are the leads, but he's the main villain of the story, or leader of one of the gangs. And Shia LaBeouf is a supporting character in the story, guys. I'm sorry. And they're going to beg two after that movie. But they're not good for, I don't know, the Spider-Man Miles Morales trilogy I'm going to be doing after phase 1 right now. That ends phase 1 after the Western Guys movie. I end phase 1, yeah. That's why Skywalker will blow out the water. Yeah, man. Yeah. Me and BJ are going to be famous movie stars, man. With the Hollywood actors. Yeah. But I'm talking to all you Hollywood actors, man. All you Hollywood actors who are chosen for my movies, man, you can bet all you want. I'm not going to be signing you, right? You get what you deserve. You're going to go back to Hollywood and let behind. You get what you deserve. I'm not going to save the next movie. You can beg and cry, guys. I'm not going to resign you guys. I'm talking to you guys, you know what I'm saying? John May, Gavanja, Jimon, Su, I just all about you guys can beg all you want after saying this is done. I'm not going to resign you for the next movie. You're going to go back to Hollywood and let behind. You get what you deserve. There you go. Anyways, guys, here's where I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is I'm signing out. Peace. This is actually my last video today, guys. It's getting late. I'm going to enjoy the show with you guys with my beer, and I'm going to probably watch a bit of Perry soon. I'm going to go to bed. So I'm signing out. Peace. Peace out, guys. Don't hate him, son. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. My tomorrow.